What's going on, guys? Eric Allen, owner of Top Rated MMA. For this show, I got to talk to a great friend of mine, Racheal Blaze, who's an ambassador to the MMA community. I've known her since 2012. She's such an amazing person. And she's getting ready to launch a Grunt Style custom t-shirt that's going to help raise funds for her to have her breast implants removed due to the illness that she's got from it. Her story is amazing. You got to check out this show. Thanks. Well, thank you for taking time out of your day to talk with me. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
So me and you, we met online like in 2012 when I first launched, and you've made such a huge impact in the MMA world. And I mean, how did that all happen? How did you get involved in MMA in the first place?
um, long time ago.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell my age this now, but I was a ring girl. I
Okay.
did it like I think I did it twice, and then I was like, yeah, this is not for me. Nah. And so when I worked my last event, basically I had fighters coming up to me and telling me how bad, the promotion was or how they were getting ripped off and things like that. And so I took that and ran with it. And I made sure that we actually, that's how I formed Unity Fighters first. We developed some programs to help fighters working with different MMA events.
Yeah.
And actually voicing and saying what some of these fighters were saying without releasing their names.
So I mean, you work with Grunt Style right now to release an awesome shirt
Yeah.
that's going to raise money to help remove the your breast implants, right? Because you got sick. Is that correct?
Yes.
Tell me
Yes.
that story. I mean, obviously, whatever we want to make sure that we're getting the story out, we're getting the shirt out. But tell me how this all came about and how we're gonna get the shirt out for you.
Well, I was feeling a little hopeless over a period of time. Like, I'm just going to die with these implants. Debilitating symptoms that I have. And one day I just happened, Tim and I would talk and I would send messages and ask him questions. And then finally, I just out of the blue said, hey, I'm really having a tough time. My friend wants to design a t-shirt to raise funds for the surgery. But we were having a hard time coming up with something. And me being so sick, I'm not my 100% best. I'm not my creative self.
Sure.
So I just sent him a message and I said, hey, I really need some kind of ideas. You guys are great with your shirts. I belong to the club. I support you guys. And he's like, you know what, Racheal, let's go ahead and schedule a conference call. I have some ideas. And so I had no idea where that conference call was going to transpire to. And that's how the shirt came about. It took a couple weeks because we were going back and forth about the shirt. But today she actually just released the demo, the one that I can release without having their grunt style across there, and it's all nice and pretty. It's like a nice crisp shirt. It's beautiful. The words are on there. I think the shirt will do really, really well. It's going to raise awareness, not only be able to raise money for me to have my surgery, in order to get my life back and become the great person that I am. You have no idea how hard and difficult it is to. I look normal, but I don't feel normal. Like inside, my body is like a ticking time bomb, and anything could just fail at any point.
Gotcha.
And I've already got some symptoms of like low adrenals, and my thyroid is off. And then people would say, "Oh, it's because you're getting older." That is not true. I was extremely healthy before I got breast implants. 117 pounds, 10% body fat. I was actually training for a show. And over a period of years, 10 years, I never correlated the symptoms. So I had symptoms right away. But they were like, oh, I have the flu. Oh, I'm just really tired. I worked extra hard today. You never correlated the symptoms with your breast implants.
The shirt is going to be available this week. How long is it going to be available for people to go buy?
Right now, 2 weeks.
Okay.
So we have 2 weeks to sell as many t-shirts. The small goal is to make sure that we sell at least 100 to keep the campaign going. From that point, the short-term goal is 500 shirts within that 2-week period of time. But the ultimate goal in order to get my surgery is 3,000 shirts.
3,000 shirts. All right. Yeah.
That's a lot of shirts, and I'm like the marketing queen. So people are going to be like, I don't want to be friends with her because she's marketing too much. But you know what? If you were on the brink of dying, if you thought that you were dying, you would desperately do whatever you possibly could to stay alive, especially when you have a 15-year-old daughter.
Yeah.
That I have to be here for. I have to be here for her. Symptoms aren't getting any better. They're not getting any. There's like new symptoms every day. There's not medications to treat it. There are no tests to treat for breast implant illness. Basically, you correlate with the website. How I found out was a woman reached out to me on Facebook and she said, hey, do you have breast implants? Well, I'm super private and don't like to discuss those things. But because she was female, I was like, yeah, I got breast implants. She's like, oh my gosh, you need to check out Healing Breast Implants by Nicole Duradas. I said, what are you talking about? My breast implants are fine. I've had them for, 10 years. No big deal. I was in denial for the first year. I am so not going to lie. And then I did research and I saw 43,000 women that had all the same symptoms as me.
Wow.
I learned that my breast implants could have molded them. I have over 10 lumps in each breast. So things are getting kind of a little bit critical and scary for me. So I could not wait for a big bash of a fundraiser that, I needed to do something now. I didn't want to do a GoFundMe. Everybody does a GoFundMe. Grunt Style, I love Grunt Style t-shirts. I'm supporting veterans. I've done a lot of veteran charities. Why not? It makes sense to me.
Absolutely.
And I would rather somebody, if they're going to donate money, I would rather them get something for their donation, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, totally. Absolutely.
And I mean, why not a Grunt Style t-shirt?
Yeah, and you can't go wrong with Grunt Style. I mean, I've been in their factory. Their shops are awesome. The quality, I mean, it's a great brand to support. They're supporting you and buying that shirt, and I mean, it's a great thing all around, I think, and hopefully we'll see those shirts take off. Obviously, we're going to put that on the homepage. We'll put it on the deals page of the website, and we'll be doing marketing for you as well.
That would be great. I mean, this is going to save my life. I know that sounds, some people will say that's a little dramatic, Racheal. No, actually it's not. Women are dying from their breast implants. We just had one that was battling for some time. I don't know her. She lost her life. I don't know the extent of everything, but it doesn't matter. The fact of the matter is she had breast implants. She was so severely sick in and out of the hospital. She just lost her life not even a week ago, I believe.
Wow.
And that's scary. That may be there. And from what I understand, there's a total of 250 women so far that have lost their lives. There are several women who are coming forward who have been diagnosed with this very rare cancer, and it's only detectable when they take the implants out and test for it.
Gotcha.
Same with the mold and the fungus and bacteria that could be growing in a woman's breast tissue. You can only test for that once they are removed.
Well, my prayers are with you, and we'll just keep praying and everything gets healed up on your end of things. And we want to make sure that we're drawing as much attention to your campaign and the shirts as possible. So, again, we'll keep promoting that on social media there for you. Wanted to end the show, though, in kind of a fun, light mood there. But I always love to ask this question about what's your favorite type of music or band that you like?
Look, I have no discrimination against any type of music. I listen to a wide variety of music. Obviously, I like hip hop. I mean, that gets me in the mood when I work out. I like some rock and roll. I like some old school. I like, oh my gosh, I like the 80s. I like disco music.
Oh.
I'm more old school. Like, I like to be able to understand what they're saying. Some of the hip hop that you're listening to is just, it's not positive for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Just like the beat. That's it.
Yeah.
I like the beat. It's cool. But yeah, anything that keeps me going and gets me motivated, absolutely, I'm going to listen to it. I'll even listen to country music, and I actually like country music. There's a couple of songs I like, yeah.
Sure. I've been to Chicago one time or twice, I guess, but I've only had the chance to eat pizza one time. So, what's the best pizza place to get pizza
Oh,
in Chicago?
oh my gosh, you would have to ask that. Well, there's a really good pizza place. Well, you know what? I'm not gonna lie. Look, I am not a deep dish pizza girl,
Okay.
so I like. Oh my gosh, why can't I think of it? Oh my gosh, Home Run In Pizza. That is my absolute favorite pizza.
Okay.
There. Oh my, I mean, like, I don't know what the crust is made out of. It's like a crack of made out of beer. It's like, I don't know. It's just this crunchy, melty, buttery, berry type. I don't know. It's just amazing.
That's awesome. Do you have DC, Daniel Cormier, or Stipe winning the heavyweight title?
Oh, come on, you guys! You guys always have me picking fighters, and I'm like, here's my motto: May the best man win.
Yes, for sure.
And Steve will ask me that question live on the cage side of submissions, and I'm like, I mean, honestly, there's some that I can pick, but this one I really can't pick. May the best man win. They're both great fighters. I'm looking forward to a good show. Yeah. I'm sure everybody else is.
Yeah, it's going to be a good one. Also, want to give you an opportunity to give a shout out to people who have helped you along this journey, and just coaches and books and stuff like that. Make sure that they're getting a shout out on the video there too, Racheal.
Oh my gosh. I've done a lot of work with Hell's Embrace. I've got quite a few things coming up with that this summer. We're looking at possibly putting that into a TV series, which is going to be super badass.
Awesome.
I want to thank Maria and Dee and all the women in Nicole's group on Facebook. By the way, if you have breast implants and you want to know more information, go ahead and sign up. It's an all-girl type group. And Nicole Duradas, oh my God, thank you so much for saving my life and educating me on breast implant illness. And the whole thing with this, what I want to do with this is turn this around into a body positive image for young women, that it's okay to have itty bitties or small ones or square ones or circles or whatever shapes you have. Appreciate what God gave you, because there's a reason why silicone does not belong, even saline does not belong in your chest. It's the ingredients that they make of the bag doesn't belong there. I want to thank Jeff Gooden and Aggie Vernis, and I want to thank, oh my gosh, there's so many people I could possibly thank. And the biggest is Tim Jensen at Grunt Style. If it wasn't for him, this would not be possible. He said, Racheal, you know what? I'm not going to lie to you. This is going to be a tough goal to reach. Yeah. But with your following, you should be able to. If they really love and care about you, they should be able to feel how sick you are and know, okay, I'm going to purchase this shirt, and I know that she'll be able to get her surgery from this. So I want to thank the entire team over there. Corinne, who actually, worked with designing the t-shirt and worked with my sick days, and I'm like, I don't want to talk. So everybody's been such an amazing group of people. I mean, Bob Maloney and his beautiful wife, and so many people have just come together and really want this to happen, because I think people, including myself, I'm just tired of being sick. When you're just exhausted all the time and you don't feel like living, and your life is just, it's changed. I can't be the Racheal Blaze that I once was. And from what I understand with the surgery, the surgeon said that I should be able to be 95 to 100% symptom free. There's no guarantee, he said, but once I have the surgery, I should be better. I should be back on my feet. I should be able to do more things. Obviously, I'm going to have some downtime. It is a very serious surgery. It is not as easy as putting them in. Right. So this is a little bit more extensive than, you've got to clean lymph nodes. You've got to remove it a certain way. You've got to clean out the breast tissue, testing and pathology, and then healing, and then all of the things that come afterward. And it's expensive. It's not something a single mom can afford right now.
Sure. Absolutely. Well, here's the Grunt Style shirts. I'm hoping that we can just push these out, and we sell more than 3,000. let's
Amen.
Right?
Amen.
I mean, help you, help others, right? And
exactly.
so we'll push.
Tim said he did the cancer t-shirts, and I mean, I don't know, over $1 million
Wow.
because of that t-shirt. And why not raise awareness for breast implants? We're putting these toxic bags in cancer patients.
Yeah.
And they're getting sick again. So, I mean, and you know what, Eric, I want to thank you too for even having me on the show and being willing to listen and wanting to know what's going on, not only as my friend, but somebody that you work with in the MMA community. And there are female fighters who are getting breast implants, and I'm worried about them. They may not be sick right now or show symptoms, but later on they will.
Right.
They will get sick. And there's a lot of testing and research that has been done just recently, and women are getting better once they're removed. I mean, ladies, you're athletes. You're not going to have large breasts. And that's for a reason. You're an athlete, you're fighting, and you don't need that extra weight. Honestly, I'm looking forward to being able to lay on my stomach. I'm looking forward to being able to go braless. No offense, guys. I'm just saying, bras are uncomfortable. But you know what? It just really, there's so much more information now than there was back then when I got them done.
Right.
Listen to all of the information. Google, talk to women who have them. Make an educational, very sound decision when you get them done. After you hear all these women and their symptoms and how sick, and there's before and after pictures. I'll do a before picture with my surgery, before my surgery, and then I'll do an after picture. A dramatic, I am not kidding you, dramatic look. Total difference. One looks death. You look like deathly, your dark circles. The next time when you have your implants taken out, your eyes are white, your skin color comes back,
Wow.
The dark circles are gone. I mean, it's like a totally different person. I'm just looking forward to making a positive change. We have so much emphasis on large breasts, and that's not important. What's important is a woman that is healthy. That to me is sexy.
Yep.
Large breasts, okay, I get it. Guys like them. But if you think about the health of your woman, your wife, your girlfriend, or your sister, or your mom, that's what's important, because the value of life is so much more than large breasts.
Absolutely.
You could take socks and stuff your bra. I'm just saying.
Totally.
I used to do it all the time, right? They do it down there. I mean,
What's up?
but I'm looking forward to it, and there are a lot of women who are counting on me to be the leader in this, and I'm hoping to God that I have a direction and I'm doing all the right things to make a positive change.
Awesome. Well, Racheal, thank you so much for taking time of your day to share your story, to be on my show, to help spread the word about your shirt, and we'll definitely get the word out, and we'll go from there. But again, you and I will keep working together, and we'll get that shirt promoted out there for you. Again, thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Eric. It was a pleasure being on Top Rated MMA.
All right. Have a great day.
Bye-bye.
Hey, thank you for watching the show today. Really appreciate it. Racheal is such an awesome person. Click the link below to get directed to the t-shirt that she's selling through Grunt Style right now that'll help her raise money to remove those breast implants and get her back on a healthy track. Thanks again for your time. Have a great day.